Hello once again here at EVO Japan 2020. We are kicking off with even more round one pools action. Of course, I am Viram, and with me,
I'm Kuroken. And it looks like, yes, we are finally at the winners finals of Pool 1 over, I think, at just around 3,000 entrants.
Yes.
3,000. Capped tournament. In fact, it was capped almost immediately after the opening of registration. 1,000 on the first day, then about 2,000 shortly after the announcement that it was going to be in a main game here at EVO Japan 2020. Just the support for this game is phenomenal out here in Japan.
It is absolutely crazy. Just players from all around Japan coming through, and it's incredible that it reached those numbers with almost only Japanese entrants. We have very, very little foreign talent here. In fact, you could probably count the number of foreign players across both your hands, maybe a little bit more than that, but there's really not too much overall. But getting into this next set of this block, we have Shiki versus a very, very strong woman.
Yeah, that's the tag. A very, very strong
woman. The
woman.
greatest tag in all of Smash.
Playing Bowser, the best dad of all time. Shiki Gekoga, you might know him as well. A very, very strong player. Oh, looks like a button check of sorts. Did he just start off with that taunt? Very, very strong woman. Also feeling very, very confident as well. Already we're getting to see the up Bs out of Bowser here. I'm sorry, that name is too long. I'm just going to say Bowser. With the 4 Ayuha. Ayuha, one of the Twitch Japan staff. Very, very prominent in the Japan Smash scene as well, behind the scenes. Putting in that work, but Shiki Gekoga already using the up B to gimp his opponent, losing one stock. Koopa.
Shiki so far just doing a fantastic job, just expanding this lead bit by bit. Greninja definitely one of those very fast, rather oppressive characters offensively. Really, really difficult to deal with all the pressure that the character is able to mount.
Yeah, very, very difficult to keep up with this character. You know, a little bit of the traction, the movements, just so fast, smooth, and the moves are kind of a little unorthodox, I would say, especially the neutral air. For some reason, I find a difficult time using that move and dealing with it.
Yeah, it's got a bit of a delay on the hitbox, and it's very, very safe, difficult to challenge when done landing. You know, combined with Greninja's fast, high jumps, definitely makes it really hard to deal with. Now, 2-stock lead for Shiki, but a little bit of a fragile stock here, considering the strength of Bowser. Side B not enough just yet.
One more should do it. Oh, nice recovery there. Opting to go downward, make sure it does not get hit by that big fist.
Wait for the air dodge, very nice.
You got to be careful with the air dodges. Just the Shiki, one of the better Gekoga players. You have to be careful of the air dodge, right? Harking back to the Vine combo days, cannot air dodge. Gekoga players will not let you do that for free. Whoa! Chooses to go for that pound there, the down B, fortunately for him. Not the killing of it.
Big Hail Mary buttons coming from a very, very strong woman, but still hanging in there. That is just the weight of Bowser, so immense. Easily the heaviest character in the game. A nice confirm off the neutral air, but still very, very vulnerable stock at the moment at 174. Shiki's going to be looking for that. There we go. The forward air to take out a very, very strong woman in that first game.
Yeah, I think very, very strong woman, I think, was doing a great job of tacking on some damage, but it's just Shiki's movement and knowing that very, very strong woman would also just throw out the moves, just proper spacing, which when in the right hands, Gekoga could be deadly in. That forward air, especially in the neutral airs. You know, but every single time that Gekoga comes on the stream, I do look forward to seeing one of those Twitter clips.
Yeah, one of those big extended combos that we know that Gekoga is very, very capable of doing.
Are we going to see a character switch here? Oh, wait, Terry? Oh, going to the hero?
Ooh.
Gambling a little bit, huh? Oh. Making a little thinking face there. Not sure if Very, very strong woman should switch. Decides to stay Bowser, though.
Sticking with the Koopa King. And back to Final Destination we go.
It's the run back. Definitely thinks that it could win it. Go Shiki already attacking on the damage. Bowser being very heavy. Probably great combo food for Gekkoga. Or excuse me, Greninja.
Big, fast-falling, heavy character. Bit of a recipe for disaster when it comes to getting comboed.
But that could be easily counteracted by just, as you're mentioning, the pure weight. Whoa, okay, the little pop-up. Looking fancy there, I saw that. Just counteracted by the weight of Bowser and able to fully utilize that rage. But if Very, Very Strong Woman is going to lose his stock at such early presents, then I'm not sure if Bowser's going to be capable of utilizing the rage to the fullest.
Shiki is doing a really good job getting a lot of these relatively early KOs versus Very, Very Strong Woman. You know, getting those confirms into the forward smash at the ledge. We've seen that twice now.
That's right. I think Very, Very Strong Woman likes to kind of pre-fire or predict that Shiki will come down with a move or stay on the ground or go after him. So likes to preemptively throw out moves, but I think Shiki is all over that now, and the game is definitely looking in the favor of Shiki. Very Strong Woman has to stop pressing those buttons.
Finally gets hit, getting a few more here and there. Great pull out on the landing with that forward smash.
That was definitely the most Bowser-esque thing that could have happened right there.
Absolutely.
Again?
Going for, once again for these kind of Hail Mary big hits. That forward smash was well placed before, but those aren't always going to work every time.
Go wants to control in the platform. Oh, here comes the drag down. Goes right into it too. I don't think they were ready with the DI. Very, Very Strong Woman, unfortunately, falling out here. Shiki taking it 2-0 over Very, Very Strong Woman.
Yeah, Shiki had kind of realized that Very, Very Strong Woman was often going for those roll-ins when they were put into the corner, which just allowed Shiki to get these kind of big, hard read forward smashes towards the end of the set. So great stuff to Shiki moving on. I believe he'll be in round 2 pools tomorrow.
So some of these players, you know, they'll win very early in the morning here, make it out of their pools, and they have to come first thing tomorrow, very early in the morning. A friend of mine made it out in losers, so it's up to him if it's going to be worth that 1.5 hour trip out here in the morning, that commute.
Ooh.
And I believe there is going to be two other events here in Makuhari Messe. One of them being esports event. Another one is Baby Metal. Baby Metal is a metal dance group. And I think that's going to keep Makuhari Messe very, very busy as well. And the commute is going to be rough.
Yep, it's going to be a very, very busy commute. I know Japan in general is kind of known for its very hectic public transport. You know, during those rush hours, it can be very, very packed on those trains. And, you know, coming down at 8 a.m. in the morning is not the most pleasant feeling.
It's not, no. But you have to say that the public transit also very, very effective.
Oh, definitely.
Very, very effective, yes. But it comes at a cost. Comes at a cost. The rainy days are especially bad. If you can come out to Tokyo, don't come during Golden Week. Do not come during the Olympics. Stay away. And the spring season, those are the very, very busy times.
Yeah.
But if you guys can make it out here at Tokyo, there's so much to see. And also, on the topic of Tokyo, if you are ever here, there are a lot of people that you can reach out to. For example, Juddy and Halo, myself, and we'll definitely find local events for you. There, in Tokyo, there's probably a local event every single day. Every single day. Smash Party, Tokyo Nights, we got Ue, Smash, and then there's also ones in different regions as well. So wherever you are in Japan, there should be some Smash. And we do have actually one PGR player out here who decided not to go to any other events, but to this one in particular is Mr. E. Mr. E, I believe is out. Yes, Mr. E is out here, yes.
Mr. E is indeed here. I believe he's already played and he managed to make it out on winner's side of his pool, so he'll be playing again tomorrow. But in the meantime, we have Rinkududu versus K.
Rinkududu. We got Rinkududu on the one-player side, and we got K on the second-hand side here. Both in the winner's final and using... okay. I always like seeing a Ken and a Lucas. I feel like... well, with just the massive roster of this game, I feel like, besides the top few, I feel like each character is kind of sparsely used, so... But especially with Ken, the Shoto characters, right? Ken and Ryu, Terry. It's always a treat seeing them. Their mechanics are very foreign to Smash, but they've been implemented very, very well into this game. Always a treat to see them.
Meanwhile, Lucas himself is definitely a very uncommon character among the cast. He's a bit of a kind of a jack of all trades, mid-range zoner kind of character. He's a bit strange, almost fitting considering the game that he's from, Mother 3. Definitely not the most orthodox game in the world, but yeah, definitely not a character that you see all too often. Not the most intuitive in the roster, but people that use him do have the ability to make him work when they want to.
All right, looks like they're going right to Final Destination. Perfect place for Ken, but also could be very, very strong in the favor of Lucas as well. That Zair. Short hop Zair, just do it. Here we go, we just saw Lucas already using it.
Combination of the Zair as well as the PK Fire, just kind of controlling that mid-range. And Lucas does have his share of up-close buttons as well. Similar to Ness, he's got that very fast down tilt. He's got Fair as well. And of course that neutral air to begin those combos.
All right, spacing out just a little bit. Both characters pretty much neck and neck at this current point. Oh, that forward air, so fast, very, very strong. Sending the opponent away, but reclaims center stage again, only to be knocked off. It seems like K here is having a little bit of trouble closing the distance in on Lucas.
Rinkududu so far is doing a really, really good job kind of maintaining that range, holding center stage, but off stage now, easily able to make it back. Lucas' PK Thunder going very, very far.
I think you're going to have to watch out with the Shoto characters is that elbow right at the ledge could go easily into Shoryuken.
Yes.
To finish off the stock, have to be careful here.
Down tilt and up tilt, the light variants for both Shotos are very, very good at confirming straight into the true Shoryuken.
Great job on Rinkududu, keeping that safe there.
Tries to go for the down air. Good call out on the jump, but unable to get the sweet spot. Unfortunate for K right there. Again, now we're seeing Rinkududu play a lot in the sort of corners, play this kind of runaway. Eventually, he's probably going to look for an opportunity for a grab, but a great anti-air up smash coming out from K, finally taking the first stock. But immediately, Rinkududu answers back with that forward air.
There we go, Rinkududu playing very tricky here. Goes in for the damage. Once the damage is done, retreat with the PK Fire. I'm liking this strategy.
Yeah, a lot of hit and run coming out from Rinkududu. Definitely not choosing to really overextend too much. Good tech coverage with that PK Fire. Overall, just keeping the movement tricky, making good use of the B reversals from the PSI Magnet as well.
Quick down tilt there. Stopping the grab. Make sure, but
whoa!
Is it down air? No.
Oh, and the reversal! What an interesting offstage interaction. First the down air after the magnet dragging K off stage, and then the back air from Lucas as well. Nutty.
But again, K answering right back with the Shoryuken of his own, taking Rinkududu stock 1-1 here. This has just been neck and neck. Gonna have to use the, I'm not. Nice, we got the hidden second jump there. Be careful. The third
back air was the one to get the spike and send him down. That'll be 1-0 to Rinkududu. But up until the end of that game, that was definitely very close between the two of them.
It was thanks to those kind of very interesting exchanges that I think Rinkududu was able to win that one over K. So we'll see how K is going to answer back here. But I think Rinkududu is playing great by just doing the hit-and-run strategy. Just get the bit damage when you can and just run away with the PK fire, wall him out. And K also doing a great job of following up, especially on the ledge there.
Yeah, it seems that he's running it back to Final Destination. Definitely not a bad call considering how most of that Game 1 played out. You'd think that the flatland of Final Destination would make it a bit easier for Lucas to kind of run away to the end, but the stage isn't super big in this game, so it does kind of work in Ken's favor as well.
Making sure that Rinkududu can't run away forever. Right here, we see K just spacing out just a little bit, but that parry is going to allow Rinkududu to get some damage here. The streak still continues, 67%, not bad. And parrying the Shoryuken, just for a little bit of style. Maybe trying to clip that up B there at the ledge.
I'm loving Rinkududu's use of Zair off the ledge, very, very elusive. Not only that, he's making use of the side magnet as well, just keeping his options as open as possible. Ledge trump, but no punish afterwards. And the PK fire, not enough just yet, but oh, good work saving the double jump.
Again, K with the sneaky double jump. Thanks to that, able to make it back.
Good spot dodge to avoid that grab. Lucas can sometimes have a little bit of a hard time getting that KO. He doesn't have the same sort of explosive power that Ness has on a lot of his kit. Oh, but good call out of the jump with the up air. I think Rinkududu throughout this game has, throughout this set really, has been trying to kind of condition K into those jumps because, Ken players love to come in with those jumps, but he's been trying to constantly intercept them, and there he finally managed to again intercepts the jump, but puts him back on stage instead of off.
I wonder why he didn't feel confident enough to go for the triple back air again in that situation. Using the nair. Unfortunate for him. But we have Rinkududu almost, well, I would say lapping K. Well, almost, excuse me.
Oh, turns Shori the wrong way.
But barely making it back to the ledge. Rinkududu still living. Not yet. Trying to finish this game off with the 3-stock here. Rinkududu starting to catch K on his descent as well. Gonna have to watch the way he approaches the stage. Oh!
Again, missing the kill confirm right there. He got the proximity jab as well.
Very, very unfortunate, but still continues the ledge pressure here.
Good answer off the ledge from Rinkududu right there.
K at the ledge. Might have gotten a little bit antsy for the kill there.
Both these players just kind of playing a relatively slow-paced game, looking for that KO opportunity to present itself. The Lucas forward tilt, not quite enough across the stage just yet. That move deceptively powerful in this game.
Once again, back to the neutral. Oh no, as you were mentioning, these Ken players really like to approach from the air. Probably not the best to do that right now, as Rinkududu has conditioned Ken, is ready for the jump-ins at any time. Rinkududu looking very strong right now. Mixing up the ledge options, that was tricky.
Yeah, K is having a really hard time punishing Rinkududu at the ledge, and that is, he's going to need to get a read on that if he's going to want to take this to a potential game 3, but Rinkududu really not allowing that to happen at the moment. Finally gets the back air to get the KO at over 200.
Still, Rinkududu does not have that rage available to him. Can K bring it back? Of course, the Shoryuken being quite a powerful move as well.
Yes,
Let's
very,
see
very
if
strong.
K is able to bring it back, but do not be careful there. The down air doesn't connect. Dangerous situation.
Very, very dangerous. Once again, caught between a rock and the hard place. Good use of the forward tilt right there. Now maintaining advantages as much as he can. Doesn't get too much off of it.
I'm liking the patience from Ken. Just get the damage, then retreat. Got to be careful of the fast normals of Rinkududu. Again with the parries. These parries. Looking very clean here.
Just a lot of little pieces of damage being tacked on here and there from both players. Kind of a lot of scrappy exchanges, but nothing particularly huge. That said, though, K is still operating at this one stock deficit. He's going to need to find something big. Find that down to into the Shoryuken. Find that proximity jab so that he can get the KO.
Nice. K mixing up his options as well. Looking for the Shoryuken. Nice. Just use the Tatsumaki to get out of there, but that forward air gonna take it. Ken was definitely coming back there, but Rinkududu taking it over K 2-0.
Very, very nice. Rinkududu keeping with that game plan the entire time, just maintaining that sort of mid-range, finding those opportunities to where he can apply pressure at the close range, not overextending at any point, and not kind of overcommitting to any of his advantageous situations. He knew that he could win just by chipping away at him in neutral, and then eventually looking for those KOs.
Yeah, that was definitely, once again, that mental fortitude when it comes in. You have to be patient. Just go in there, get your damage. It's okay. You could get another chance as long as you play patiently, right? And we saw Rinkududu doing that and punishing Ken on his jump-ins. That's how he lost, I would say, a great majority of that game. But definitely learning at the end. Just a little bit too late, though. But we did see some drastic improvement from both sides. So that was a great game. Up next, it looks like we have Kisa from Japan. We have MM from Japan as well. Winners final of their pool. I believe Kisa is a Pikachu player. I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with MM, but winners finals should be a very, very good match here.
Yeah, Japan I think has like a decent few very solid Pikachus. I know there was one last week at Glitch. Another Pikachu started with a K. Oh gosh, the name is eluding me at the moment, but they did particularly well at Glitch 8 last weekend. So yeah, Pikachu, another one of those very, very strong characters in this game. A lot of tools at its disposal. Very, very fast, agile, a lot of great frame data, long-lasting hitboxes. Character has pretty much everything.
That back air. Back air,
neutral air, forward air, down air.
I still remember the era of when Pikachu was very, very dominant.
Yep.
Near the beginning of Ultimate's life. Oh, that was a very frustrating time to be playing some Ultimate, especially when the Pikachus had the lightning loops. Oh. They're busting out the Marvel combos and Smash Brothers. Oh, it was a good time, though.
Who said Zero was just an assist trophy in this game?
As they said, Zero was just the assist trophy. I wouldn't mind him coming back. Just saying. Coming back as a character.
But you know they make him top 5. Can't have a game without Zero where he's like not top 5.
He's got to be just absolutely busted.
Yep.
First, like no one likes him, and then they find out some tech. Next thing you know, he's busted.
Yeah.
Speaking of, we got the Byleth character coming out, I believe, in just a few short days.
Yes.
A few short days.
28th of January. That is near the start of next week. So,
along with it, a new patch and the new Challenger pack as well. I'm glad to see that this game will be supported for almost another 2 years, I would say.
Yeah.
A year and a half, 2 years. It's excellent. Great for everyone. All right. Looks like we have Pikachu, and Dr. Mario.
Dr. Mario. Yeah. What a bit of a fascinating character. Another one of those kind of glass cannon characters, but is also kind of slow and stubby. So it almost feels a bit contradictory. Getting put off stage is really, really scary as Doc because you know you can just lose those stocks very, very quickly. But the character hits fast and hits incredibly hard.
All right, let's see with a fast character like Pikachu. Let's see if Dr. Mario is going to be able to keep up here. already looked like that was going to be one stock earlier, but Dr. Mario making it back. Thank goodness for the magnet hands.
I feel like that's primarily what Kisa's going to try to want to aim for. Get Doc off stage, go for those edge guards that Pikachu is so well known for, and then take the stocks just like that. But MM doing a good job not falling victim to that so far. Holding this slight percent lead. But really, it's particularly scary versus characters like Doc, who has so many powerful KO moves like that up smash.
Pikachu being fairly light. Gonna be a very easy target for Dr. Mario at lower percents to take that stock very quickly. You got the Skull Bash there just to get Dr. Mario off. Again, can't let him rack up these percents here. 52%. It was really looking strong for Kisa at the beginning of the match, but Dr. Mario able to tack on the percent.
Yeah, and being in the corner versus Dr. Mario is particularly scary. That Cyclone, the Dr. Tornado, the down B, has a lot of base knockback, so it's able to get really early KOs near the corners. Now these two just kind of slowing it down, playing that projectile war, using the Thunder Jolts and the pills.
The maximum distance on that fair there. Tacking on the damage, running away. I'm liking it from Kisa here. Go for the guaranteed damage. What's she going to do out of the ledge here?
Goes for the back air once again. Kisa doing a good job covering MM's attempts to get back in towards center stage. Meanwhile, doing a great job maintaining it herself.
Just countering with the projectile. Back to center stage. I feel like Dr. Mario here, MM has no problem playing very patient.
Oh, almost getting that Thunder Jolt. Not getting the confirm off the pill, unfortunately. Maybe didn't have enough faith in it. Good out of shield neutral air.
Watch the forward smash again.
Once again, Kisa just retreating to the center of the stage. And you know MM is probably going to be looking for another one of those up smashes, potentially a back air. But so far, he's been doing a great job recovering in particular. Doc not having the most flexible recovery. Keeping this very competitive.
Guess is wrong there. Thought they were going to go for the jump. Kisa now in an advantageous position, trying to go for the gimp. No, maybe just a little bit scared there of Doc's back air.
Back air, maybe
Tornado.
Tornado, even the up B as well. Can't forget about that super jump punch. Very, very strong move from Dr. Mario. But unfortunately, falling all the way off the stage.
Both the characters, yes, and in retreating into neutral. I like the way that both the characters are playing this. This is definitely one of my favorite playstyles to watch as well. Just a neutral and then see who will win the next interaction. But looks like it's going to be Dr. Mario with a quick up B there just to end that stock. Eviscerated.
All right, finally, this is Kisa's opportunity. But again, missing the edge guard. Even though she does have the lead, she's going to need to keep polishing those up if she wants to really guarantee this set in her favor. You don't want to be giving Dr. Mario those opportunities to make this comeback.
Definitely had a lot of chances there, even for some trades off stage. Was going to be retreating. Of course, that Cyclone just keeping the momentum just a little bit, keeping you in the air. Stalling the recovery there. Kisa was forced to retreat. And again, back to neutral.
Good grab.
MM mixing it up with that grab there.
Suddenly this is a much, much closer game. Only 22% between these two now. Great back air, sneaking that in. Goes for the high recovery this time. Catches the roll in with the up smash. MM taking game one.
Very close game, though. I feel like both of these characters, both of the players could win at any moment. It could be either of their game. It was very, very close. Both almost 100%, if I remember correctly. MM there, unfortunately, instilling the fear into Kisa. Kisa went for that back roll. Huge read. Losing it out there. Now 1-0 for MM. Okay, where are they going to go this time? Oh, Kadosu. Oh, you have to do the song counter pick, right? That's important.
Incredibly important. It goes far to say is essential. And if you don't do it, you're probably going to lose. And I don't even know why you picked the stage. But of course, Kalos, one of Pikachu's best stages. A lot of it comes down to being able to capitalize on the walls. The Thunder Jolts traveling up the walls makes the character very, very difficult to edge guard. Get the back airs. Triple. And of course that works in Kisa's favor as well for the edge guards, finally pushing it very, very far with those forward airs. And a great down air as well. That is it. Finally, Kisa's able to solidify that edge guard and get the 0 to death as a result.
With the wall there as well, it could work in Dr. Mario's favor. Just an extra jump for recovery, but the way Kisa's playing, I'm not sure if Dr. Mario is going to get a chance here.
She's making it very, very difficult. What a strong start from Kisa. hasn't given up just yet, though. He's still swinging.
Great reactions on the up smash there. I suppose as any Mario or Dr. Mario, you got to get used to mashing that up smash quickly as possible out of shield.
Yep.
Tacking on that huge percent. Just needs a couple to catch up here. But 91% already lapped here.
Again, we
So
see
strong.
We see the Thunder Jolts kind of just covering Kisa's recoveries, making it really, really difficult for to even try to attempt a ledge trap.
Excellent pick from Kisa. Gonna make that job just a little bit harder there, but Dr. Mario, ready with those up smashes and the up B as well, just in case the up smash doesn't connect.
Yeah, it feels like Kisa doesn't quite know the punish option versus that up smash. Probably something like a forward air would be the best option. Another up smash hitting its mark. taking every stock of Kisa so far with up smash, I believe. Oh no, wait, there was that one with up B as well.
Trying to answer back with the up smash of her own and a down smash. Gonna get punished for her troubles.
Committing a little bit too hard to that one.
I think might be starting to get the read. Unfortunately, losing a stock to that forward smash there with the neutral get up, but might be catching a little bit of Kisa's habits. You saw her earlier trying to up B off the platform. She tends to do that a lot, and it seems that MM was able to catch that with a back air.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of Kisa primarily use quick attack to evade back to center stage, particularly as you mentioned, when she's on those platforms or in the corner in general. But definitely feels like is getting a little bit more of a read on that. Let's see if he's able to create big punish opportunities versus those quick attacks.
So what was that trade right there? Was that a neutral? It's very, very fast there. I was unable to see it. Both characters trading, though. They did the DBZ, flying to other sides of the stage. Kisa catching up here with these short strings, making sure Dr. Mario cannot get off that stage for free.
Again, these Thunder Jolts just preventing the ledge trap. Good call out right there with the forward air, and now we are in a final stock situation on this game too. How Kisa plays this is going to be incredibly important. She really wants to get this one on the board if she's going to continue her winner's side run. Great game! Even with the resources intact, even with the down B, the tornado wasn't enough for to get back, and Kisa gets one on the board. This is, I believe, one of the first game threes we've seen today.
Yes, it's been almost, I wouldn't say a wash, but almost every single game has been 2-0 so far. This might be the first 1-1.
Yeah.
Seems like both players have to think about their choice here. Kisa deciding what to ban. I'm pretty sure they're not going to be going back to Carlos this time. Definitely played in the favor of Kisa quite tremendously with the Thunder Jolts there, riding up the side of the wall, and actually adapting to that by double jumping and then throwing out the fair at the ledge there to seal that last stock.
Right, going back to Final Destination, this typically is another strong stage for Pikachu, and we saw in Game 1, had it not been for those missed edge guards, it may have played out differently, but it was a last hit game in that Game 1, so let's see if we're going to see any changes here in Game 3.
Right to Final Destination here. Both players kind of feeling each other out here. making sure that they're not going to be at the disadvantage when they're going in. Oh, but the long string at 30% already. And Kisa is already priming that down air for the Gimp.
Still, the combos are still going for Kisa. Good amount of damage tacked on, but definitely something that Doc can make back relatively quickly with his own buttons.
Nice cross-up with the up B there. MM tried to grab, gets punished for his troubles. Now 110%, that super jump punch going to be able to go through that back air though.
Just about. Great call out once again on the quick attack with the up smash right there.
Nice whipping away with the tail. Kisa leveling up the edge guarding game, taking that stock off of MM. 3-2.
Even after keeping that double jump, which was definitely a wise decision from MM right there, still didn't have enough resources to make it back. That's just kind of how pitiful Doc's recovery can be at times. Here we go, back air strings once again. Getting the forward air that time, I'm not sure if that was fully intentional. The trades off stage. MM makes it back. And now Kisa is at percent to potentially lose this stock to something like a Doc up smash in particular, or an up B in the corner as well.
It seems like Kisa is the one trying to catch the rolls from MM here. MM trying to approach, but every time getting stuffed out with the aerials.
Again, that up smash right there was an attempt to read in that roll that Kisa's been doing quite a bit after getting out the corner, but just a little bit too early on the timing. Great thunder interception, and now Kisa is in prime position to potentially take the set. 3 stocks to 1, what a lead.
What a turnaround. It seemed Kisa definitely leveled up that edge guarding game and off-stage game.
Really, really crucial components to make sure that you have down in a matchup like this. You know, versus a character who is so strong at close quarters, you need to be able to make sure that you dispose of him as quick as possible.
And MM was really capitalizing off of Kisa's mistakes during the first game, but it seems like now Kisa's kind of fixing up the holes in her game here, and Kisa taking it over MM 2-1. Congratulations.
Yeah, very, very strong 3-stock to finish off that set. Very, very nice work from Kisa. But overall, a very solid showing from both players, really. They definitely showed a lot of tenacity throughout that set. MM holding on, hanging in there in that game 1, just making sure that he could chip away at those leads and then get that ending KO. But of course, Kisa was able to come out on top with the Pikachu.
Yeah, it was definitely MM's punishing game there, and the reads that led him to win game 1 there. But I wonder if he picked a different character with a little bit more flexible recovery. If he's, takes that kind of game sense and logic to it with another character. I wonder if he could have won that one there. But
well, we'll never know, unfortunately.
Never know.
And people picking characters, I think, is a little bit more complex than just picking the good characters, picking the bad characters. You've always got to pick whoever really clicks with you, because sometimes that's a character that's not particularly strong, but they're the character that brings out your best in terms of your gameplay.
Yeah, I highly agree with that.
But coming up next, we have Mao versus Korone coming up, I believe. Now, I remember Mao was another one of the really high-level clouds back in Smash 4.
Yes.
But I'm not sure who he plays in this game. Would you happen to know?
No, I'm sorry. I am not familiar with Mao.
No worries. We will see who both of these players choose in the upcoming set. Meanwhile, of course, we're gradually whittling down our round 1 contestants. You know, we started off with almost 3,000 players. By the end of today, we'll be on, I want to say, 768.
768.
Yes.
All over 2,000 in a single day. 2,000 entrants in one day. That's incredible.
It's crazy to think, because even with just those remaining players, it's still one of the largest tournaments in Japan, even if you just pick those remaining 768. Because, I know, as we mentioned before, a lot of these Japanese tournaments tend to cap you know, those 300 ranges.
Yes, yes.
There was, of course, Umebura Japan Major last year, which had over 1,000, but, you know, it's not too often that we see Japanese tournaments of this magnitude, and it's really, really exciting to see all these different players coming out and performing at their best.
And with that, I also have to thank the production team and also Umebura. A lot of the volunteer staff and the staff is actually out here today TOing and helping to seed and run EVO Japan, at least with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and that's why even despite all of these players and all these contestants and maybe some chaos here and there, they're able to keep it organized and pretty much on time.
Yeah.
Which is impressive in itself.
Very, very impressive. You
Yeah.
mentioned before that it was Umeki's TO team, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Umeki, like Umebura, Umeki. Ah, there you go.
I can't believe I didn't notice that until now. Wow. I learned something today.
There you go. You learn something new every day. All right, looks like the players are sitting down, going to get ready to pick their characters. Again, Mao versus Korone. I think we're going to go, it might be a button check. Again, such a massive venue. Makuhari Messe, Chiba City, Japan, located east of Tokyo. It's a little further away from Tokyo. It takes about an hour from central Tokyo or so, but man, just a massive venue. And this is just one hall.
Yeah.
You can fit like an airplane in here. This place is so huge. And it's really great to see, you know, EVO also coming out to Japan as well. This is the third year they're doing this. First year was in Tokyo. Second time was in Fukuoka, western part of Japan. Third time here in Chiba with a very great venue. So it's great to see the esports scene out here, but we're going to go ahead and go on to the game. Mao versus Korone. We got Lucina and Mega Man. Oh, just as you say it, right? The button check. Got to do the button check. You know, a lot of other fighting games have actually implemented the button check in the character select menu, but despite that, everyone still rocks the button check in-game. It's like they just don't trust it. They don't trust it.
It just feels so much. It feels right to do.
Yeah, I guess
it's one of those inexplicable feelings. It's like you just got to test it within the space of the game itself.
You can also see your character, you know, the animations come out as well. Get used to it. Warm up a little bit. Maybe get in your opponent's head a little bit by showing them a little bit of tech. Oh, looks like there might be something going on here, talking to production. Mega Man, also another one of my hard counters. I guess I just have too many in this game when it comes to Smash Ultimate.
Yeah, Mega Man, definitely one of those characters who was blessed with quite a lot of quite a few nice changes, of course, like the increased range of the Mega Buster shots, being able to combo the Metal Blades, combo out of that into up tilt is really, really strong, of course. We see that a lot from Kameme, for instance, and then just in general a lot of quality of life changes for Mega Man.
Previously there was the Leaf Shield. It was quite the problem.
Yeah, Leaf Shield is a big one. In this game, it's a completely different move to what it used to be before.
And if I'm not mistaken, previously, before it was patched, there was a glitch with Leaf Shield?
Yeah, there was like a glitch or an exploit where you could kind of cancel it or something along those lines. I don't remember the exact specifics, but yeah, it was definitely something that Mega Man players could make heavy use of.
Yeah, and we definitely saw some people getting results with Mega Man. Since then, we haven't seen as many Mega Mans, but they're still prevalent, especially with Kameme, right?
Yeah. Kameme, and to a lesser extent, Scat in the US, he's still, of course, very prevalent. Once again, managed to land on the PGR in ways that people probably weren't expecting. Definitely, he's one of those. You get these players that are very kind of quiet throughout the season, and you don't really notice them until everything comes together, the results actually kind of put down. It's like, oh, this player did really well throughout a lot of these tournaments. This player got some good wins here and there as well. So, yeah, and of course throughout Japan as well, you see a lot of those players too. You know, some of, I mentioned before, some of these top 30 in Japan players haven't even had the chance to really compete internationally yet. So It's crazy amount of talent from all around the world. All right, so it seems that Mao had some controller issues with the stream setup, so they, I believe, are going to be playing elsewhere. In the meantime, we'll most likely be waiting for another set. The next one in our queue is Kizu Zakaru versus Reisen, both Japanese players once again.
Sponsored by RE. It's Kiku Zaku. That's actually Kiku Zakaru. There we go. Kiku Zakaru. Yeah.
It's a lot of syllables.
Yeah. Some of these names, they get pretty difficult. With Japanese, there's like a pair, usually 2 letters for one character. Yeah, Kiku Zakari, excuse us.
Oh. Keeping us on our toes all the time.
Gotta pay attention here.
No rest for the wicked.
And for those of you that will be in Japan, I believe it's May. Yes, I believe it's May will be Golden Week, which is a string of holidays here in Japan. So maybe about 10 days, I believe. It was 10 days previously due to the emperor actually stepping down. This year it might be a little bit shorter, but there's also going to be another major actually in the heart of Tokyo, Shinjuku. So if you want to be on the lookout for that, of course, you got Umebura Circuit. Those things are always super duper fun to go to as well. There's just plenty of Smash to go around here. I think we're moving on to Pool 2, if I'm not mistaken. We should be on Round 2, I should say. I think there's about 32 pools going at once.
Yeah, there is a lot of pools action happening today, but I'm not sure if we've still reached the Round 2 stage, if just because there were 256 Round 1 pools. So I think even with that in mind, we're still going to be doing Round 1 pools for the entirety of today. That's just how many players are at this tournament.
Okay, I'm sorry. I mean the second wave.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
That's better.
We're definitely in. I think we're in the 3rd wave overall because.
Okay, great.
DC and Vicky before casted the 2nd wave. We did the 1st one. So yeah, this is probably wave 3 overall.
Okay. I'm definitely not trying to stay here until 2 a.m. Just letting you know. Sometimes though it's inevitable with these numbers. Yeah. But I think Umebura team, please, they're gonna put us on their back.
Yeah, we have beds to get to and early wake ups for tomorrow. So.
Early cramp trains. We got Baby Metal coming out. I know there's a lot of Japanese enthusiasts in the chat, right? Shout out to Cosmos. It's my guy. Even though he's a coward for running away, we say we're supposed to go to the Maid Cafe. Have you gone to one yet?
No, I haven't been able to do much while I've been here, man.
Okay, that's understandable. You just got here.
Yeah, I got here yesterday, and yesterday was literally just like, airport, hotel, and then like not really much else.
Oh, the grind. and I assume you're leaving right away.
Yeah, leaving Monday, unfortunately.
I understand.
Would have loved to stay longer, but duty calls at home.
Yeah,
so.
No, that's totally respectable. All right, looks like I think we got the controller. All right, but they got to double check. I remember one of the first Smash tournaments I ever went to, I didn't realize that until about one stock in that my shield button wasn't working. I just thought I was just very slow, just got the old man reactions. And I tried to tell the other person, but there's that language barrier, so just nothing happened. And then he's like, pause, like, oh, that's me. I take the win. I'm like, oh, you kidding me? But I guess a W is a W. Okay, we got Kiku Zawadi. Was it Kiku Zawadi? I'm not sure here. Sometimes the names can be quite difficult. Sometimes they'll put it in kanji as well, and the overlays don't support kanji characters, so making that into Romaji, which is the Roman alphabet, ABC, could be very, very difficult from time to time.
So even the kanji doesn't quite match what we see?
For example, there is, for one, my name is Ken, for example, and the kanji for my name is clever, but there's also one for sword, and then like Ken Masters. Ken is like a certain type of art, so like Hado Ken, So there's many different kanjis for just one pair of words, or example. So it's actually a fun fact, I suppose, since we're on some downtime here, and in the Japanese language and Japanese culture as well, like with the kanji names on business cards, it's actually polite, I should say, to just ask them, like, how would you pronounce your name? Because the kanji sometimes could be read in so many different ways. It's quite difficult, but amazing at the same time.
Yeah, what a robust language Japanese is. There's so much depth to everything that's going on with that language. It's difficult for, I guess it's difficult for someone like me who only knows my one language. Well, I know like a tiny bit of French, but even then it's the same alphabet, just with some letters having accents. But just comprehending a completely different alphabet where symbols can mean multiple things at once. It's crazy.
Speaking of different languages, I wonder if there's any hero mains from that actually can't speak Japanese. And even if you're able to read Japanese, heroes' moves are actually completely different. Yeah. Yeah. So, even if in English it might be kamikaze, for example, but in Japanese it's something completely different. So you won't be able to just one-on-one directly translate there. Yeah. I wonder if we'll see any of that arise. All right, we've got Murabito here from Kiku. So there's a Kiku Zakari and also Racing here. Going with the Joker pick. Gotta respect it. Oh, is it a button check? Looks like it.
Seems like it is.
Every time, gotta run it.
Actually, speaking of hero, I remember that being a problem for Raito when he came to the US. He'd often have there were a couple of times where he'd have those sets versus Salem's hero, and obviously it's the opposite problem with him because he has to know the English names and how they all spell out. And I remember the first couple of times he didn't understand what the menu was, so that made the set really hard for him. I think he eventually learned them, but still, that's quite the tall order.
Yes, it is. And, it's a completely different language, so just to be able to look at it, recognize it, and just for it to pop into your head does take some practice and studying. But what a dedicated man to actually study those moves in a different language. Yeah. I think Raito is actually trying to learn English as well, so shout-outs to him. All right, looks like now we're going to get into the real thing. Kiku Zakari here with Murabito and Racing with Joker. And Villager, a character you don't see as often as the previous iteration of the game. I think players such as Kep's keeping the dream alive.
Kep's definitely the big one. Of course, I guess like carrying the metaphorical torch of Renai back from the previous game.
Yes.
Doing his best, ranked 16th on the Japanese PR, so a real powerhouse, but gets the lock, but no proper follow-up into that up smash. Kiku Zakari just doing a solid job keeping Racing away from him as much as possible.
Yeah, using the slingshot, just trying to whittle the timer down on that Arsene. Attack on the damage here. Oh, the wall jump, trying to go for that cheeky mix-up, but I think that one is quite common here in Japan.
Now we see Racing opting a lot for that Rebel's Guard just to charge up Arsene as much as possible. Get that Rebellion Gauge up. Great ledge from back end, not enough just yet though. Villagers surprisingly heavy for their size.
That ledge trap was just so fast. Okay. Kiku Zakari, back center stage. That's not where you want Villager to be though. But luckily for Villager, very adaptable, can also live on the edge thanks to the tree. The Lloyd rockets as well.
That back air was kind of strange. I'm surprised that it didn't sound like it got the proper KO or the proper hit. Oh, pocketed the reflected Lloyd. This is going to be a real hard hitter.
Was ready for that one. Lets it rip. No, unfortunately not going to make contact though.
All right, wisely backing up. Arsene has almost reached its limit, and there he goes.
Not sure if Racing is going to have another chance to get another Arsene here in this stock unless we see more of the Rebel's Guard. go. Already using it, but ready for it. And
Yeah.
using it right in the face of Villager. That grab is so strong.
Right, but immediately answering back with that Joker back air. Such a fast, versatile, good move. Trying to apply additional pressure by watering the tree.
We're gonna see a Rebels guard here. No, Kiku getting a little bit closer there. Arsene ready for another round.
The times where those Rebels guards are really working for Racen is when Kikuzakuri is actually just using the Lloyd at that long to mid-range. Down ahead to up smash, such a strong confirm. Not enough to take the stock just yet. But it feels like Kikuzakuri has to play this a bit more aggressively. Just a little bit closer to the chest so that Racen doesn't keep Rebels guarding those Lloyds safely.
Yeah, I think we saw earlier from Kikuzakuri was the grab after Racen opted to go for the Rebels guard, and I wonder if Kikuzakuri is actually just conditioning Racen to use the Rebels guard against those Lloyd rockets.
Quite possibly. We saw it again. We saw the attempted grab right there. Of course, the dash grab being a little bit too slow to catch Joker in that instance.
Parrying to no avail there. Again with the Rebels guard, and of course the little hitbox comes out, thwarting any advantage from Kikuzakuri, losing that stock as well to the back air from Racen. Watch for the tree, the gun rain, just to cover his descent back to the stage. Big damage, 58 already.
This gap gradually expanding. Racen just maintaining this really, really potent lead. And another thing that Kikuzakuri has been having trouble with in particular are those downwards guns. The gun rainstorm coming out from Joker, really, really difficult to play around sometimes.
Again, here we see it. Kikuzakuri car-wielding for dear life. Just trying to tack on that damage, but the tree able to take off that second stock of Joker.
Surprisingly long-lasting hitbox on that tree, able to get that neutral get up really, really nicely. Again, we see the downward guns tacking on all this little bit of damage.
Right, even if Kikuzakuri were to pocket it, it would only pocket one bullet.
Oh, you can't actually, the gun, Joker's gun is not a projectile.
Oh.
It's very, very strange. It looks like a projectile, but it's not actually a projectile. It's similar to Bayonetta's bullet arts, where they're just long, thin hitboxes.
So thank you for the correction there.
No worries. So Kikuzakuri doing a good job kind of keeping this close. Actually, it was looking to be in Racen's favor for quite a bit of this, but Kikuzakuri hanging in there, but has to be wary around Arsene. Finally, it has vanished. But the run-up up smash, what a big call out at the end right there from Racen.
Notice that Kikuzakuri likes to go for the Lloyd rocket when he has a little bit of space, so he just ran up because the beginning part of the Lloyd rocket can't actually... Oh, whoa, almost had a catastrophic failure here. Whoa, okay. So one of the things about the Lloyd rocket is it does not have a hitbox right away, so it just runs in with the up smash. Very smart. Very, very smart.
And it was really clever to save that right into the end where it mattered the most because, you know, Kikuzakuri had gotten very, very comfortable with using the Lloyd at that long range, expecting, okay, maybe that he's going to just Rebels guard this so I can still, you know, throw it out, maybe try to go for a bait. But instead, the one time Racen goes for that truly aggressive option is the time where it matters the most, getting that final stock.
I was just talking about Kikuzakuri actually conditioning Racen, but it seems like the tables were turned on that one. Right, let's see where we're going here. Pokemon Stadium. He's gonna have to deal with that gun rain there. Oh, again, Rebels guard. Starting it up already.
One of the good things, of course, is having those extra platforms on the side means that Kikuzakuri can just stand underneath them to avoid the potential gun rainstorm from Joker.
Oh. Accidentally whiffed that grab, going for the wrong side there. The bowling ball would have been a great call out. Fortunately whiffing there.
Very nice dash attack. Good stuff using the Lloyd right there to just kind of diffuse any pressure from Raysen.
Here. Joker there in that situation was just a little bit quicker with the forward tilt. Pokemon back off the stage, Raysen total control here. Oh, was it trying to go for the drag down combo there?
I think
on the
so.
platform.
Pretty tricky to time. Not very many high-level Jokers are actually able to get it off that consistently, but when you do, it's very, very strong. Again,
Rebel's guard.
Arsene is almost here. He will rear his ugly face, and there it is.
What is Kiku Zakari going to do? Opting to go for a lot less trees here. Does not have any time to plant them. We're going to see the bowling ball at the ledge. Careful the re-grab, the gun rain. All right, visibility here. But the ledge trump so fast.
Lightning fast ledge trump coming out from Raysen right there. Arsene is gone once again, but again, this long-range Rebel's Guard, very easy to kind of reactively use in the face of the Villager. Who tries to go for the trap with the axe, but Raysen definitely avoiding it. Very, very close to that ledge trap. Really close.
That's exactly what he needed, though, but once again, Arsene is here to terrorize Pokemon Stadium.
And that was another slight adaptation that Raysen had made versus Kiku Zakari's offense. He held the Rebel's Guard a little bit longer in anticipation for that fair to come out so he could charge the Rebel's Guard even more.
Really liking the way that Raysen will go in, and when Kiku Zakari has no choice but to run away, he'll definitely try to chase him down in his moment of weakness. I wonder if Kiku Zakari will turn around and do the cartwheels, which he was doing previously, but seems to be doing a lot less of this round.
Yeah, this lead so far still isn't particularly huge for Raysen at the moment, but gradually it's expanding as he gets these combos here and there.
The gun rain again.
Kiku Zakari really needs to find the stock very, very soon, but Raysen is being so elusive, making it almost impossible to get a solid hit.
Oh, here we go again. The Rebel's Guard. Not long for Arsene. It's time again.
There he is.
Round 3.
And there's the down air, but no confirm afterwards.
Go, we got 108%. Watch it. Getting hit by the gun raid. Gonna get that invincibility back, thanks to that.
Still alive at 191. Kiku Zakari really has to find this KO quickly and finally get to the up air at around 200.
Got the lucky turn up there. Oh! Seems that Kiku Zakari was just a little bit afraid there of the Rebel's Guard and decided to dash away in that situation. Raysen pressuring off the ledge. What option is going to go for this time? Tries to just go for the quick back air that time. Oh, a bowling ball. Could have been tricky there, but Raysen was already ready for it with the shield. Okay, we're definitely seeing Kiku Zakari trying to run away, keeping distance at all times. Still going for the Lloyd Rockets, though, after all of the Rebels guards that we've been seeing. Maybe at this point, maybe he just thinks, you know what, the percent is percent. He might as well just get the damage. Oh, that was close. I can't believe that actually didn't hit there.
Yeah.
Oh, he's feeling confident.
Again, that delay, holding that Rebels guard just a little bit longer to deal with the fair, and finally finds that KO with the back air.
Here we go with the aggressive option. Going for the dash attack, the 2 kicks. Here we go. That's side B. Was deflected that time, but the stage spike.
Missing the tech on that. That is huge. Racing had so much control and momentum throughout this game, and now suddenly it's pretty much even again. But keep an eye on the clock. 1.5 minutes left.
Still not afraid. Arsene, almost Arsene at 12%. Oh, this Rebel Guard really putting in work for Racing here.
Keep in mind, despite the fact that it nullifies a lot of the damage, Joker still does take a little chunk, and with about a minute left on the clock, he is now at the deficit.
Bringing it all the way back, Kiku Zakari.
Great axe right there, only a minute left. And not able to make it back with the grappling hook.
Yeah, I have to say that game definitely looked like it was in Racing's favor. And even Kiku Zakari had to take a quick breath. It was that slight meditation there before that last stock that was able to help him get his head back in the game and bring it all the way back.
Once again, another game 3 we have up on the stage. Kiku Zakari, the villager, Murabito versus Reisen's Joker. And I think that game proved that both players are kind of willing to play that slow, long game. We did almost go to time in that. Well, we were only about a minute off, less than a minute off going to time in that game. Had Reisen made that recovery, he still had to deal with about 50 seconds left on the clock to try and close that gap between him and Kiku Zakari.
Villagers, excellent recovery, could have just kept going back and forth between the stage ledges there. But Joker also being quite fast on the ground. Great mobility. All right, Kiku Zakari not switching characters here, going to Murabito. Looks like a controller reset here. Okay, Reisen going back to Joker.
Both these players sticking it out with their main characters. Game 3. This could definitely go either way.
Going right back to Pokemon Stadium. I think every single villager opens up with that. Like, they got to just go for the running pot.
Yep.
They got to do it. There you go. And I don't think we've seen a bowling ball become a big factor in the game yet.
No, we haven't.
Such strong.
Yeah, Reisen hasn't had too many instances of just being off stage in a position particularly threatening against the bowling ball.
Again, Kiku Zakari actually trying to punish the Rebels guard there. Great attempt, but Reisen still able to stuff it out with that slight explosion after Rebels guard. Oh, that's going to leave him wide open there. That big whiff. Tree on the ledge. What are we going to see here?
Wise if Reisen's just kind of wait on the ledge, knowing that he's not threatened by the tree growing in that position. Ooh, bold forward smash once again. Not trying, not landing its mark. Finally gets the tree, but I believe that was the sour spot hit and wasn't able to get the KO right there. Not the strongest hitbox. And now Kiku Zakari having a really nice, comfortable lead at the moment. Arsene is not on the table just yet. He's able to get the KO right now. That'll be a huge lead for him. Oh, but a great Rebels guard, and suddenly the tables have turned. The wild card has come out, and Arsene is here to play. Lovely stall to get back onto the stage, but again, he's off and has to deal with the pressure of Arsene back air. That wall jump back air is only going to save you so many times, sir.
Right, I think Kiku Zakari has been doing that almost every single time he's been on the ledge here. Reisen definitely going to catch on to it. That up B, missing the ledge, but no punch from Kiku Zakari there.
Yeah, surprising. That was a big opportunity to capitalize on, and Kiku Zakari wasn't able to take it.
Yeah, and we have Reisen here at 164% now. Watch it.
Knocked a little too far thanks to that flower pot. Now 2 stocks apiece, untouched in that second stock.
Kiku Zakari ready to bring it back. Has the advantage here at the ledge, but Reisen, smart, able to make it back here. But unfortunately cornered just onto the other side. Okay, we see Racing. Maybe Racing is wanting to go for those Rebel Guard, trying to bait Kiku Zakari into using the Lloyd Rocket.
Yeah, it feels like we're just seeing a lot less Rebels Guard at the moment. You know, Kiku Zakari is definitely the one that feels like he's the one in control of the pace of the game.
Oh,
we got a standoff. We gotta slow down the pace.
it seems like Racing is kind of looking at his controller, hitting it a little bit. Kiku Zakari here has stopped. It looks like there's... Okay, they gave each other the okay signal, but oh no! Unfortunately, Racing loses Arsene for that. There's a little bit of a standoff there. It seems that Racing's controller wasn't working. Not sure.
Ooh, the tree. Big chunk of damage from that.
Oh. No, it seems like...
It seems like we have a genuine issue right here with the Pro Controller.
Oh, yes. He is tapping a button and it is indeed not working.
Oh, potential wireless interference issues. That is such an unfortunate thing to have to experience right here in the game 3 of a set like this.
No, it's everyone in standard doesn't... What is the calling? Oh, Racing just going to let it rock. Racing is just going to let it rock here. One stock down. Was unable to guard that axe by Kiku Zakari, making him lose that stock there. But Racing is just going to do the gentleman here and let it rock. I don't know. If that was me, I would have definitely taken the reset. But we got Racing here with Arsene. Could turn it around at any moment here at the ledge. Villager sitting on 107%. Just needs a back air. That
was a potentially really huge down air from Racing right there, but unfortunately he got a trade, so he wasn't able to capitalize. And now the gap gradually expanding for Kiku Zakari. Ooh, this could be it.
Yeah, we're going to see
the edge
water.
Guard. Again, good stuff holding onto the ledge. Only go for the neutral get up as well. But the axe slicing into the back of Joker, and that'll be 2-1 to Kiku Zakari.
Kiku Zakari taking it over Racing. I have to give props to Racing, though. That was a great set, and I think Kiku Zakari is actually going over there to, converse with him. Unfortunately for Racing, did have a little bit of the controller issues. That might be due to the fact that there's just so many people, wireless interference as well. But I believe Racing gave what's called a homie stock. I think basically a homie stock.
Yeah, essentially.
Over to Kiku Zakari.
Yeah, a little bit of an unfortunate turn of events towards the end of that otherwise very good set. But of course, we're going to have a quick ad break. Make sure to stay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to EVO Japan 2020 here in Makuhari Messe in Chiba, Japan. We got some Super Smash Bros. Ultimate all day for you guys. I'm Kuroken.
And I'm Viram. And of course, next up, we have even more pools action. Shu versus Masaruto.
Yeah, Shu, I believe, is a snake main and has the sub of Wolf. So, of course, two very strong characters in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Two characters, I would say, play quite differently as well.
Yeah, very, very differently in terms of that cool game plan. Of course, Snake, very, very unique character. There isn't really a character that plays like him in the game. But it seems that we're actually going to be seeing a Palutena coming out from Shu, it seems. And, of course, meanwhile, on the side of Masaruto, we have Bowser.
Looks like they're going to get right into it. No button checks this time. Right here, and we got the Nair. Coming out the infamous Nair from Palutena. Up air as well. Very, very strong aerials from Palutena.
Yeah, Palutena kind of has a field day with the big body characters in terms of her ability to combo them, her ability to just pressure them. But Bowser, in a sense, does have something to kind of contest her. You know, he does have that extra range with those huge normals. He does have up B out of shield to fight against the neutral air and some of the rising arrows like that, as we saw right there.
And of course, just the raw explosive power of a Bowser, the character, could quickly turn things around here. Look at that. Just like that, I would say perhaps Bowser might be in the lead just due to the weight of Bowser.
That said, though, one thing that you have to keep in mind is the down throw to back air combo from Palutena. But that doesn't matter when you have a flying slam ready to take her out.
And from that top ledge, too, platform, excuse me, definitely going to be taking that stock there. Just use that up B, stuffing that approach.
There's the down throw. Goes for the check chase into the up air. Not enough to get the KO just yet, but that second one is definitely more than enough. Point blank point blank fire breath. That's going to be about 30% right there. So much damage tacked on from one move.
Wait for the recharge. Nice as a parry again, but still not quick enough. I guess just not quick enough normals from Bowser there.
Yeah, Bowser doesn't have the fastest set of ground buttons outside of his frame 5 or 6 up B out shield. Everything is frame 7 or slower, I believe. Nice use of the explosive flame right there.
Again. Be careful about falling into those traps there. Which again, nice use of the up B.
Pulling out these kind of aggressive jump-ins from Shu with these Whirling Fortresses.
There we go. Let's see how Shu's going to get back to the stage. Just kind of gives him the stage there. Masaruto.
Wow, that back throw wasn't enough. That nair all the way off the bottom of the stage. And will do it.
The bottom of the nair just clipping him for one hit. He was able to take it there. Oh no, here it comes. Here comes the big damage. The strings, 57%.
Ooh, way too ambitious with that third up air right there.
He had to go for it. I don't blame him though. That's right, he's gonna get punished for his troubles.
Big damage coming out from Bowser's nair. You're not the only spinny nair around here, man. A bit too slow to get off the ledge. I think he missed the ledge cancel, so he wasn't able to fully capitalize. Great use of the explosive flame right there. Very, very hard to actually punish that point blank. Forward air, last hit situation between these two. Very, very close. Again, good ledge trapping with this forward air coming out from Masaruto.
Masaruto, a big fan of dashing back once, dashing back in, and using that forward air. I think Shu has got a read on that, though.
Dangerous high recovery coming out from Masaruto right there, but it left unpunished. And now once again stuck in the ledge. Great up air, not going to be enough just yet. The down air, back to safety.
Great use of that move there. A move we don't see too often. Very risky. Very powerful move. Try to go for that dash attack there, but just the forward tilt at the very ledge is going to take Palutena off. Masaruto taking it over Shu. First game, 1-0. Koopa.
That was interesting, especially with how Shu was playing the end of that game. He was playing kind of very, very airborne, just trying to stay away from a lot of the sort of critical ground moves that Bowser has, trying to play it around the grab as best as he could, and as a result, he was retreating a lot. So in that one instance, Masaruto was like, I'm going to catch your retreating landing, and I'm going to go for this F-tilt, and it worked out perfectly in his favor.
All right, it looks like this time they're going to go to Pokemon Stadium 2 here. Is Shu going to stay Palutena? Of course, Masaruto. Oh, going to switch on over to the Snake now. Might be a great choice. Pokemon Stadium 2 for Snake.
3, 2, 1, go!
And especially with Koopa, or Bowser being such a big body, easily clipped by the C4 explosions and the grenade explosions on the platforms, just like that.
Yep. Even when standing below them, those grenade explosions can still hit you if you're a relatively big or tall character.
That was a little bit of a Hail Mary forward smash there. I wonder if he just couldn't get off that ledge.
Good patient gameplay coming out from Masaruto. He knows that with this lead at the moment, he doesn't need to extend, he doesn't need to try to force the issue and force his way in versus these grenades. That said, though, this lead has now dissipated. And now it's Shu's turn to go on the offensive.
Oh,
with a double up smash! My goodness! Taking him all the way off the top at 75 and getting the KO that early versus the heaviest character in the series.
That was quite the turnaround there. I'm pretty sure that stopped any momentum that Masaruto had in its tracks. Now Shu has all of it. Ready to keep it all too.
Yeah, playing at the deficit against Snake is really, really tough. You want to work your way in, and in doing so, you make more mistakes, and each hit mounts so much damage.
Oh, but the Nikitas are going to be coming in here. Luckily, able to get through that one. I really like that Masaruto is actually getting the extra momentum, just that slide on the forward tilt there, just to get that extra reach. It's been useful a couple times here, but as of late, hasn't been. But Masaruto taking that stock with the back air. 156, the rage is strong with Bowser.
You know, Shu is going to probably be looking for that grab. Or just a stray aerial to get this KO.
We got the up tilts as well. Can't forget about that one. Oh, I think that was an accidental input there. Got the Nikita out of nowhere.
Some use of the side B right there. Makes his way back down. Another Nikita, and that'll be the stock. 2-1 lead now for Shu.
Again, just getting clipped by these grenades. Trying to approach.
And the grenades are being so carefully placed and timed such that they really effectively combo string into each other. If Bowser hits one, it's likely he's going to hit the other right afterwards to maximize that damage.
And really allowing Shu to get away as well, putting it in between himself and Bowser. And if Bowser were to approach, he's going to get clipped by both.
Yeah. These hits of the neutral are launching Shu a little bit too high up in order for Masaruto to get the follow-ups. But a great up tilt, taking that second stock.
Masaruto can still turn this one around. 102%. Gonna go to sleep. Where's he gonna go? Asleep again.
Great tech chases coming out from Shu, and now, once again, Masaruto is off stage. This could be the end of the game. No, gets around it, but the up smash still not enough just yet. But the Nikita finally taking that game to 1-1 once again.
Just a Nikita right in his face. That was definitely something that, you know, no one would expect from Snake, especially if it was that close of a distance, but definitely working out there for Shu, Masaruto. But it still wasn't a lost cause for Masaruto. He was still playing it very, very well, despite that very early stock with the double up smash.
Yeah. Definitely uncharacteristically early for Koopa, for the King Koopa to be dying at those sorts of percents. Nevertheless, as you mentioned, he did keep it quite close. This time going to Town and City of all stages. An interesting pick for Bowser here. I'm kind of sticking to those platforms.
Maybe he really wanted the platforms. Just more room to run around and evade the grenades that are placed by Snake, but, you know, can also be used by Snake as well to just keep camping.
Yeah.
And as we've seen before, Shu very good at the grenade placement.
Excellent grab right there. Roll in. Doesn't go for the immediate punish versus that. Now the juggle starting for Masaruto right here.
Oh, still running that grenade. I actually didn't see him drop that one. Very clever. Masking the grenade drops from the very top. Keeping everything unknown. Oh, but here comes the Nikita missiles. Great use of that platform there to get back to the stage safely.
Yeah, that's another critical thing, just having extra avenues to get back onto the stage, particularly versus an edge guarding tool as potent as Nikita. Really, really useful. That time, though, he knew he was going to recover to the platform and instead covered that to get the KO.
Yeah, this extra wide stage is really allowing Shu to use the Nikita, even though both characters are on the stage. You know, previously in Pokemon Stadium, I don't think he would have used it, but now he's definitely having a chance to use it right in his face.
This is just sensational play coming out from Shu. He's placing every single one of his projectiles so well, covering all of Masaruto's avenues of approach and just preventing him from doing anything. That was such an immaculate stock.
Got the full lead, but Masaruto with the back air, getting some of his momentum back. Let's see if he can bring it all the way back here. With the grenade exploding just for the extra percent there. That's all he wanted.
Very, very nice grenade pull right there, knowing that he couldn't, by doing that, he forced him to trade with that second grenade.
Masaruto trying to go for the blocks here on the grenades and just keep coming down. Unlimited amount of them. So Nikita again makes it back to the stage, but that's going to be a big punish.
Very nice down smash right there. Trading with the grenade, big down air, taking the stock very, very early. Sub 100 before the hit, and now, again, one stock apiece in this game 3.
129, it's going to just take 1 or 2 Nikita missiles here. Probably 2. But with these grenades, if they keep exploding under him like that, oh!
Wow, just tearing right through that up smash with the down air.
Very risky here from Masaruto, but now at 174%, only 2% on Shu here. How is he going to make it back? Goes for the risky grab.
Oh, the one time that he tried for the grab that would have won him the game. Masaruto calls it out. Hits here and there. This really could go either way. This damage being tacked on bit by Masaruto. Oh, but the back air coming down. Shu able to take the set 2-1. With the pick of Snake.
I would have to say excellent movement from Shu there, you know, just barely getting out of the way of those aerials. At the last moment there, Masaruto very, very close though, but Shu taking over him 2-1.
Indeed, he did.
And up next, looks like we have Castsudoll and Meonhome. Meonhome and Castsudoll here.
Again, kind of hungry just seeing that
name.
name.
I am kind of hungry too. Hope you had a great chance, or maybe not yet since you've been so busy to just taste all the different types of cuisines that they have here in Japan.
Soon. Definitely one of the things I'm most looking forward to while being here. That unfortunately is going to have to wait just a little bit.
All right, once again, we're here in Makuhari Messe venue. Oh, now we got both of the players running up. The production keeping on schedule here. I thought maybe there's going to be a little bit of downtime, but we got the players sprinting over here, making sure everything's in line, keeping the tournament running steadily. After Castsudoll and Meonhome, we all have Takuma and Rikuya as well. And it looks like we have another international match here with Karupisu from Japan, and we have Tsuba from Germany.
Yep. German Captain Falcon main.
And in winners finals.
Very, very nice. We'll be having that a little bit later. But of course, right now, as we mentioned before, Castsudoll versus Meonhome. Who do these two fine gentlemen play? We will have to wait and see in a moment. But in terms of sets, particular sets that you've really enjoyed, have there been any real standouts so far here at EVO Japan?
You know, I think just this previous set has actually one of the better ones that I've seen, just because I see these kind of, you know, bigger characters like Bowser, used by Masaruto, at such a heavy disadvantage, especially when it comes to zoners.
Yeah.
And when I see their plans still working out despite those overwhelming disadvantages, it gets me kind of hyped. Also with Kisa, with the Pikachu, also was great, just because, you know, the two players will return to neutral, and that's my favorite part of the game, is the neutral, when both players are back at, it's the 50-50, no disadvantage, no advantage, besides the character advantages, of course, but that's my favorite parts of the game. Just seeing those small interactions, one character win one interaction, it goes right back to the neutral. How about yourself?
Yeah, that was definitely one of the sets that I've really enjoyed so far. I'd also, between the Villager and the Joker, outside of the end of that set, it was definitely a great set between those two, seeing how they adapted to each other. The use of Rebel's Guard throughout that set, of course, really, really good.
And to keep fooling, what's it, Kizu with, as a Kiku, or is it Kizu? I think it's Kiku, with the Rebel's guard, you know, despite him thinking that he could go in with the grab of sorts, but unfortunately being stuffed out almost every single approach. So smart. I don't know if that's the luckiest man alive or if he was just smart every time. But congratulations again to Kiku for that one over Racing. Looks like we might be having some reduction issues again. Okay, we got all the players situated, fixing up their controllers here. Okay, guys, we're gonna be having, I want to say 14 hours. No, 13. About 13, 12 hours. No, more than 12. 13 hours of Super Smash Brothers today, and
Yeah.
I believe tomorrow as well.
13 hours, and it's all just the first wave of pools.
Yeah, so big shout outs to production. They're going to have to be here the whole day.
Yep.
So big shout outs to them, making sure that EVO Japan is running smoothly. Okay, looks like we got started here. We got Castsudoll with Joker, and we got Meonhome, looks like, with Mega Man here. Oh,
Nyandon.
Nyandon? Okay, oh, of course, it's a button check here.
Doubled on.
Yeah, is that, yeah, it might, Nyandon, Nyampon? We're not 100% sure at this moment, but the Mega Man here, definitely checking for those drops there, the smooth Z drops with the lemons. And Castsudoll trying for the drag down up airs. You know what? Someone in EVO Japan has got to pull that off. So that's a true infinite if done correctly.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to make any assumptions or anything. That's a true infinite if done correctly.
I think at worst, you might be able to SDI. I'm not even 100% sure myself, but you know, usually players, when they try to execute it, they do a few reps until a certain point where they need to get the KO, and then they're done. But regardless, hard to execute. Pretty situational a lot of the time, but very, very strong in those situations where it can work.
It's always very impressive to me how these players are so dedicated to the game, where they practice this very situational tech. And even though it's just maybe might even be once in a lifetime or once in a few thousand matches, when it pops up, they're able to pull it off. All right, we're going to Pokemon Stadium 2 here. Castsudoll versus Nyandon. The Mega Man gonna have to watch the lemons here. That Leaf Shield is definitely punishable. Go for the neutral air here. Both players not going for anything too risky, just getting the damage and then getting out here.
Yeah, we're seeing quite a lot of that AHA coming into play. The short hop AHA really, really good against Mega Man, trying to use those ground pellets in particular.
Again, stuff into the approach, just the neutral jab. Shooting out the lemons there.
Again, each time the AHA connects, that is that extra poison damage, that extra curse damage that tacks on over time. And the Arsene up smash enough to get the KO, even versus the heavy Mega Man, the heavy rock.
There we go, only 73% with Arsene, just a little over halfway gone here. Not tacking on any percent though, but the Leaf Shield definitely going to be helping out with that. Nyandon definitely playing that slow-paced game. Does not want to rush this. Not trying to give him Arsene here.
Lovely recovery, using the early grappling hook to get that little bit of extra momentum so they can get around Nyandon's edge guarding.
Yeah, oh, it looked like that back air could have worked there, but it was clipped by the gun rain. Castsudoll living for another day, but just when I say that jump from ledge caught by the back air, stuffing out that first stock.
Once again, great use of the Leaf Shield. Again, that short hop AHA just allowing Joker to kind of win a lot of these neutral interactions. Great drag down up air into the grab right there.
Great got the down air, just using the edge of it just to clip him on the ledge. Seems like Nyampon's tactic of just running away isn't exactly working at the moment. But Arsene now, Castsudoll's not going to allow him to breathe. This might be a chance actually for Nyampon to get some extra damage in if Castsudoll makes a mistake on his approach. Oh,
very true. Oh, but the up smash out of shield versus that back air. Definitely going to spell the end of Nyampon's second stock. Great, another leaf shield. Just really, really good at kind of getting rid of Arsene, I feel that move is, because not only does it keep Joker trapped there, each hit, of course, reduces that Rebellion gauge ever so little.
But look at that gauge. Castsudoll almost already summoning Arsene. Once again, takes that Rebels guard there. 142, and here he is, the Menace. Back, well,
there it goes.
There it goes.
Menace gone. Menace diffused, threat diffused, and now we have pretty much an even game. A lot of back and forth between these two. Just kind of little bits of exchanges here and there.
I feel like Castsudoll is really sticking to one strategy this entire game, and that's just to never let Nyampon get a chance to breathe.
Not able to complete the edge guard. Unfortunately, that down air may be a misinput. Definitely felt like a back air opportunity right there.
It looked like a kind of a string of panic moves there. Uh-oh. The bomb exploding, allowing Nyampon to get that back air there, to tack on that extra little percent. 58% now, 150 for Nyampon though.
And a great back air to seal out that game number one for Castsudoll.
And it's such a big move with Arsene there, so you might as well just throw it out there.
Big, fast, powerful, safe is everything you want in a move, really.
Castsudoll taking that one over Nyampon here. Nyampon definitely was trying to mix it up there by using the lemons to safely approach Joker there, especially when he had Arsene. Using the leaf shield there to keep him in place and whittle away that meter. But it looks like it just wasn't enough to take down Arsene and Joker.
Nonetheless, sticking with the rock.
Gotta go for that catchy costume. I definitely respect that choice. One of the cleaner costumes in this game.
I feel like the Akechi outfit is a love it or a hate it. Some people hate it because it's Akechi, and other people love it because it just looks cool.
I mean, Akechi Goro, Pancake Boy. Wait, is he going to go for it? Oh.
Okay. Missed out the extra follow-ups again. A little bit hard to time the fastball right there. But still got a good chunk of damage from it nonetheless.
Exactly. That damage is damage. We take those. Still able to get in the face there. If Castsudoll just kind of does a short hop, waits on an option there. Unless he has Arsene, he goes for really quick options. And Nyampon actually was able to take out that leaf shield and put Castsudoll now in this overwhelming disadvantage. But of course, we got Arsene here. Turn around, there you go. That jump back air.
Another one. Gonna get one more for the road. Back throw off stage.
Oh, and at the right time for Nyampon, Castsudoll already losing out on that Arsene. Allows him to take that stock.
Very, very good capitalization coming out from Nyampon, getting that back air. Now, for the first time, Castsudoll is at the deficit, but a great forward smash read on the roll in to get that stock.
Wow, great parry on the gun rain there. Actually able to jump back on that and punish Joker. Went for that up B there, thinking that Nyampon was going to jump over him. Fortunately, no dice on that one. Still has the advantageous position here.
Lots and lots of back and forth between these two players in this set.
Yeah, instead of having one side being completely overwhelming, it's a lot of push and pull.
Yes.
Oh,
Gets the drag down, but a little bit too slow on the down smash. But a great interception nonetheless with that forward air.
And that was very, very unfortunate for Nyampon. Just right outside grab range.
Now look at all the damage he's taken from the Aegon curse damage. 30% tacked on another AHA.
That's going to be well over 40% now. Oh, now we got that ranged game, even with Joker, just using the A-hop.
Yeah.
But
oh, still alive thanks to high ceiling of Town and City, but a great hard knuckle down air to take that second stock. And now Nyampon is still in this.
was hungry for it, able to take that stock. 70% though. Nyampon not letting him breathe. Nice use of the leaf shield there. Just gets tipped just a little bit. And that leaf shield will go away, unfortunately. Wow, that went right through that leaf shield that time. Let's just take that extra damage when you can. We're seeing a lot of usage of the leaf shield right now.
And it's doing a great job just tacking on this damage now, forcing Castsudoll back into the corner once again. That back air.
Watch it, that was risky.
Oh, the down air. Not going to get confirmed, but the dash attack is enough to take the set 2-0 to Castsudoll.
That's right, that air dodge, the unfortunate one, in just a panic to try to get to that ledge as quick as possible, able to catch up. Joker and Arsene with the dash attack definitely going to seal it out if it's that close to the ledge.
Absolutely.
And the screen.
All right, once again, good stuff to Castsudoll, making it further on in the bracket. But my goodness, that set was a lot closer than that 2-0 score implied. There was a lot of back and forth between those two players. Definitely could have gone either way towards the end. We saw those signs of life really coming out for Nyampon right there. All right, but we are going to have another commercial break. Make sure to not go anywhere.